Let me start my public version. Let me sign in. And I go to my profile. Let's start a new wish. And then let me upload from my computer. And let's go to the download folder. And then we need sample superstore. We select sample superstore and then we click open. And let's get the orders to the canvas. And then we'll update automatically. Let's get into the sheet 1. And we will rename the sheet 1 as today we are going to do profit, right? So profit by sales. Therefore, sales by state. Okay, state wise profit, which state I am getting profit and which state I am getting loss. Okay, so state wise profit loss. So that is going to be my first sheet name, and maybe I can publish right away. Let's go on publish, and we are going to say superstore project demo, and then let's publish this. All right, it has been published, which means it's saved. Okay, so we close that, and we want to state all the state to get in this view, right? So we go here and then double click state. We know that it will by default generate the symbol map, right? We want the filled map. So for that, we can go here and then we can click the down arrow and then we can choose the map so that it will create the filled map for us. We are interested in analyzing the profit, right? So let's get the profit and then place that onto the labels. So all the profit are getting displayed here. That's great. And then we can color all the states, right? Darker the color and the lighter the color. So again, we are going to take the profit and then paste it over the color. So it choose this color. That's totally fine. If you want to change, we can change, but I'm just going to leave with this, okay? And one more thing, what happens now, I want to bring the state name also here, right? Let's do that and see. If I bring the state name to the label, I think it will overwrite. Okay, what's happening? Profit is at the top, state is at the bottom. So what I can do, I can go here and see what's happening here. So we have two text labels here, right? Okay. So state is at the bottom now. Carefully, I can move this to the top so that it will go to the top, and I think I have replaced that. That's fine. Again, I can bring the profit and place it in the table, and let's see, California, and then the profit, right? I think we created the first visualization, right? So this is totally good. State profit loss. We can go here and then let me see the visualization. State profit loss, and then yeah, pretty much same. We go here and then we'll bring a background color for this title. Okay, to do that, we have to go here and click this down arrow and then format title. And we need to change the background. We click this and maybe we can pick any color. Let me pick this one. I'm trying to match as per the screenshot. Okay, so let me close this. but you can pick any color that you like. We can do one thing, we can double click that and then select. We'll make this bold and maybe uh, 10 and then bold again. Let's see if we can center this and then okay again. Yes. So we're done with the first analysis. Okay. So from here we can see California is making good business, whereas Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois are in loss, right? They're operating in loss. So that's what we are seeing here. Let's click one more sheet. And then here we will do the analysis for subcategory. Okay. Let's see how our subcategory is performing. Subcategory, same profit and then loss. Subcategory profit loss. Here, let's go to subcategory. We are interested in finding the subcategory profit loss. So we'll drop to rows. We get all the list of subcategory items. So now we want to pick the profit. Now today we are analyzing completely profit. Okay. Last week we are into sales. Now we move to profit. We drop that to column. And we can individual categories, we can give some color, right? We drag the subcategory and drop it over the color so that we get the colors. And maybe we don't need this. We can hide the legend. We can occupy the full screen, right? So now we have some space over here. So we go to the fit and then say enter view. So it occupies the enter view. We can turn on the profit value here. So let's go here and then click that. We have that. And then here what we are clearly seeing is overall, all the subcategories are doing okay, good in business, whereas table is bringing huge loss for the company, right? Tables and bookcases. We'll see the state-wise analysis, what's going on later. And we'll do the same thing. We'll double click and then let's make Tableau bold. And we change this to 12 and then bold, maybe center, and then say okay. We'll do the same thing. We do the background color, format title, background, let's say this one, and then we close this. And then here we are listing the name as subcategory profit loss, right? So there is no point that we have the header over here. You see here, there is a header called subcategory. Let's start from accessories. So for that, what we can do, just carefully we'll go here and then right click. And then we say hide the labels for rows. We don't need that. Anyway, we are displaying that here. All right. Let's check the sheet. We go here and then subcategory profit loss. Yes. So pretty much we stop with this one because we are familiar with making the sheets, right? So today we'll pay our attention how to create the dashboard and combine all the individual sheets and into the dashboard. That is the topic for today, right? So we go here and then click this button, okay? So this one will create a new dashboard. So let's click that. We'll give the name for this dashboard. Let's say analysis. Okay, so we are going to do some analysis. Analysis, LYSIS, analysis, DB. We say DB, analysis dashboard. All right, so we have here. So the first thing what we want to do, when we share this link to someone, it should automatically adjust to the size of their screen resolution, right? So first we need to play around with the size. It's better to put to automatic so that it will resize and try to fit with any screen, right? So that we'll try to do. All the sheets that we are creating here, right? All the individual sheets will get listed over here. We can just drag and drop it to the canvas here, okay? Or we can just simply double click also. Just double click it, automatically it will add, only for the first time. Second time, what we'll do, we'll drag and we think whether we can place it just below the map or to the right side of the map. We can think that one. So let's drag the subcategory and then we'll try to push it into the right side and then see how it looks. This looks pretty much good, but I don't want this to be equally divided. I want to give more room for the map, and this can be a little bit, that's fine for me. So what I will do, I will just hover my mouse and wait until I get the horizontal double-headed arrow, and then just scroll a little bit to the right and see how it looks. Looks pretty much okay. So we'll do that. We keep with this. And then what we'll do, we'll try to bring this profit so that we can get some room over here, right? So we'll try to bring the profit because this is pretty much representing the map, right? We'll try to bring this closer to the map rather than being far away, right? For that, what we want to do, we want to select and then make this as floating. See here, there are two things I said. One is tiled and another one is floating. If I put this in the floating mode, I can move around this anywhere in the screen, right? So that is floating. So now I can make this a tiny, and then I can pick this handle at the head at the top, right? And then I can move over. Maybe I can position this here. So now you can know. So this is the dashboard. We can put all the individual sheets together. Let's say I have 4 sheets. I can put one more sheet here and another 4 sheet. Let's say you have some 7 sheets. So don't try to put all the 7 sheets in single dashboard. It will be too clutter, right? So just plan 3 or 4 maximum in one dashboard. Then you can create another dashboard and put all things in next dashboard. You can create multiple dashboard as well, okay? Analysis dashboard, profit dashboard, discount dashboard, like that you can create. You can give a name. All right. So this is the basic thing. So now we want to make this interactivity. We want to make some action. We want to trigger some action. So that is the important concept. It's very simple only. If I click California, what should happen? I should get the story related to the California for the subcategory. So how much profit I get in selling binders, how much profit I get selling labels, that's what I want to know, right? So for that, I want to put this as interactivity. To do that, it's very simple. We need to select the sheet and then you will get a fly out button like this, okay? And then here you need to click this funnel button. See here, a funnel, it's a kind of filter. So we want to filter for the state that I'm clicking. That is the idea. So click that funnel and then you see it is white now, which means you have triggered the action between the sheets. So now go and click California. You'll see things. This is the story for California. Only table is selling loss at California. All are doing a good profit margin. So let's go for some other state and see. Let's go for Washington. Pretty much decent. No loss here, right? All profit. Very good business. Let's see Ohio, what's happening. Oh, Ohio machines. We have huge loss in selling machines in Ohio, right? All right. So let's click. If I want to click away, so I will get the full view. If I click Texas, I will get the story for the Texas. I can even click the same Texas to get back everything. Okay. So this is the full story about whole United States, whole across the nation. But I can click and go down and narrow and then see the details. All right. The same thing I can do for this sheet also. If I say I'm saying table is a very loss, right? Is overall table is huge loss. If I click here, I can see what are the states that are selling tables and how much loss is incurred there, right? We can look that. So for that, if I click, I should see here, I should filter here. Same idea, click the sheet. For this one, you get the floating button and then turn on the filter. And then now let's go and click the tables and see. So this is the story of tables. Even in California, we see there is a loss 300. In Texas, we see 2000 loss, and then Illinois is right. So that's what we are seeing. The sum of all these losses, right? At some places we are still making profit in selling tables. See here, Washington, it's profit, 4,000 profit. All right. So let's click again the table. Let's see what's happening for copiers. If we click that one, pretty much no loss at all in selling the copier. So we can buy more copiers and we can sell to all of our unit and we can make more profit. So that is the idea we are getting here. Okay, this is the whole picture. And if you have the interactive map, you will get the detailed granular picture of the business. All right. So now we have created the dashboard and we learn how to make that interactivity. That is called action, okay? Triggering the action. So let's go here. Yes. So this is the dashboard, analysis dashboard. So now what we want to do, we want to talk about the story, what we are finding, right? So for that, we need to click the storyboard. So this is the storyboard, a book kind of icon. So let's go to our visualization, Tableau, and then we click the last one. So story. We click the story. And here we need to adjust the screen resolution, right? So here the screen resolution will be at the bottom. For the storyboard, it will be at the bottom group. See here. Now the size is something different. So what we want to do here also, we can click and then instead of fixed size, we can move that to automatic so that it will resize for us. Let's give a name for this storyboard. All we are doing is profit loss analysis, right? So we'll say profit loss story. For whom? For Superstore, right? Superstore profit loss story. Yes. So we keep that name. And then here, whatever as usual, whatever we are typing here, that will get displayed at the top right. So we really don't want that. Maybe we can go here and then hide the title. We don't need that. And here we have the caption. What we can do, we can double click or drag and drop. Just we will double click. See here, the first two are sheets, individual sheets. There is no meaning again to bring these sheets over here, right? Because these two sheets are combined in this dashboard. So we'll bring this dashboard. So we'll bring and then drop it over there. We have it here. So we can give a name for this caption, right? We can give overall profit loss, across AC or across US. I will see what the name here. Overall profit loss across US. So we'll keep the same thing. Overall profit loss across US. So this is the overall view. When I start to narrate the story, I just give the full picture to my audience. Then what I'm going to do, whatever I observe during my analysis phase, I want to explain that as a story. What I want to do, I want to click this California. So let me click that. And it filtered. And this is the story related to California, right? What I want to do, just notice my mouse move. Here I have 4 options. I have to go for the last one. See here? When I hover my mouse, it will say save as a new point. Okay. So I want to click that, save as a new point. The moment I click that, I will get a new data point, the California. All right. So what I want to do, I want to write some caption for here. Let me see what the caption. California brings more profit selling accessories and binders. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. When I click California, I'm seeing California is bringing more profit to the business by selling uh, accessories, right? And binders. So we can put that information as a story here. California brings more revenue. We use profit, brings more profit by selling SSO or I accessories and binders. So we can hover our mouse and then just drag a little bit so that everything will fit here. California brings or makes more profit, whatever the English language usage we can use. Okay, California makes more profit. We can type like that: profit by selling accessories and binders. Okay, so this is that one. So let's again go back to, so after you filter and do this, don't click anywhere because this should stay as such. Okay, then let's go back here to our original view. All right. So one story is done based on the California observation. So let's go to the Texas. Let me refer to this one. California. Okay, next is Texas. Texas is operating the huge loss. Selling binders is a huge loss. Okay, we'll do that. We go here and then we click. So now I want to click Texas, right? So click the Texas. So this is the story related to Texas, right? So huge loss in selling binders. If they avoid selling this product, maybe they won't see this color. They may get at least some light green shade, right? Only because of that, it projects its huge loss in that state. So that's what we want to bring it out. Okay. So on selecting this, we hover our mouse and then again click save as a new point. And then here we want to type Texas brings a loss in selling binders, right? Binders. So that is our observation. And then I think like this, we can keep on doing, right? So you can just two examples I'm giving. So what we can do, we can narrow down and we can click it here. And then what we are observing, we can type it. And like this, we can keep adding. So this is the concept. So click the storyboard and then bring the first screen. And then whatever you are filtering, analyzing, that you create as a save as your point, and that will bring you as a new sheet. Okay, then you can type the story. All right, so let's go to the visuals. Texas operating, okay, and then let's go. All right, so this is what we need. If you publish this, okay, if you publish this and you can share this to everyone, so that's really what the uh, project work, what the professional data analyst work. But in our case, as we are doing the academic program, right? So what we really need is we need two additional sheets, two additional pages. One, the intro page and the another conclusion page. Okay. So we'll see how we can do that. We want to create one dashboard here. Okay. One more dashboard. So for that, I want to click here and I want to rename this dashboard as intro dashboard, INTRODB, intro dashboard. And then first step, we'll change the size from fixed to automatic. We are not going to drag or drop anything here, right? We are going to this group, objects group. We are going to bring some image here. Okay, for that, I'm going to drag and drop the image. So here, I want to make this from tiled to floating because I don't want the image to get occupied my entire screen, right? So I want to go with the floating option this time. See here, I'm moving my mouse and clicking, enabling the floating option so that my image I can float anywhere, wherever I want, right? I can position wherever I want. Let's say that I want to position this side. And then here I want to bring the image from my computer. So choose. So we downloaded, right, 4 files today. So this is what we are going to use now. So this is the sample superstore image. We open that. And then we say okay to that. And maybe we can crop that white space just by moving that. So that's totally fine. Now I want to bring the text here. So what is the project title? All those stories we know. So we bring the text that also has a floating object. We click our mouse here and then we start typing a brief analysis of uh, profit. We'll just say a brief analysis of a sample super store data set. Okay, so this is what my project. So I have typed my project title, project project title, colon. And then next I want to bring submitted. This time we'll use the term called presented by, presented, okay? P, or rather than submitted, we say presented, PRESENTED, presented by. I don't know what is here. Your name, just your name. Okay, then we'll do the same thing. Not presented or submitted, just, yeah, your name, yeah, presented by your name. Let's say send, and then let's say one more person is working on this project. If one person, just make it send. Let's say Alba is working, Alba, but I want to go always alphabetical order, right? So I make Alba first. So ALB, Alba, and then send. Okay. All right. Let's say that one more person is working, Alba, send, whom we can pick. A, B, C, D. We'll pick Wendy. Alba, so Wendy should not be at the first, right? As per the alphabetical order after send. Yes, yeah. Wendy. Okay, let's say 3 person are working on this project. So this is how we will put alphabetically. And then next thing is data source, right? Data source. Data source. If we have a data source from the website, we copy that and simply paste it over here. And then we can also link it here. See here, the link button is there. So if you click this link button and then add that, it will take directly to that link where we refer to. So here I don't have the link. Simply I will say sample super store and then press enter, data source. After that, what we can give? Data format, right? Data format. So the data format is Microsoft Excel file, right? So that's what we downloaded and then we added that. So data format is Microsoft Excel. And then what is the objective of this project, right? My objective is to analyze, let me copy the same sentence here, to analyze the overall profitability of the sample superstore, to analyze the overall profitability of the sample superstore by identifying various states and subcategories. Various states and subcategories that are contributing to profit or loss. Contributing the profit or loss. So this is the objective of the project. So to analyze overall profitability of the sample superstore by identifying various states and all right. So we select this, and then maybe we can make it, maybe we can increase to 14 and see how it looks, bold. Maybe we can give some color, and then we can select, and then for this we give some specific color, and data source, and then data format, objectives, and all these. Let's not make it bold. And then bold, and finally this also bold. Well, let's see how this looks. We can always readjust. Okay, yeah, so this looks good only for me, so let's keep it. Let's keep this is fine. And then this is done. Let's go. We need conclusion page, right? The project conclusion. Yeah, conclusion. In my analysis, I observed that this I want to write. So let's go here, and then I need to add dashboard, because in dashboard only we can add images. So I want to bring one more dashboard, and I want to rename this as conclusion DB. Conclusion DB. And then same thing, we make this automatic. So it occupies the full screen. And here it is floating only. That's great. We bring the image, and we choose from our local computer, and then open that. What are the images that we want to add? We first download and put it in our local computer, right? Conclusion. And then we want to bring the text over here, and let's start to type. In my analysis, I observed that California is performing well. No, three people are working, right? In our analysis, we observed that California is performing well in terms of business revenue, while Texas is operating at a loss, right? At a loss. Additionally, what we observed is TIONA. Additionally, the subcategory tables, the subcategory TABLES tables table is not generating any profit for the business, right? It's not generating any profit for the business. So if you want, we can include that also. If Texas excludes selling binders from, yeah, so they can make some overall profit like that. We can include if you want. That's fine. We keep with this, and we make this as revenue. And then you can say like, thank you. These are all something, if you want, you can do. Okay. Let's say that in uh, contact us. I'm saying to my team, okay, you can include my name like that. So they're adding my name. Send Mutaya at outlook.com. We observe that California, right? So we can make this same thing, bold, and then maybe some 14. Let's see how it looks. And then we double click California, and then we make some color, and then Texas, same color, tables, simple. Okay. And then contact us, give me some project like that. Okay. Contact us if you like our project work. Let's click OK and see how it looks. Yeah. So when we do something in dashboard, right, it will look good. It will look pretty much good. But whereas when I take that and put in the storyboard, sometimes we need to align and then we need to readjust. Okay, let's see how this looks, or else we need to adjust this. Now let's go to our storyboard, okay, because we need to include these two items in our storyboard, right? So we go to the storyboard, and then you can see here intro and conclusion is added here. Just we drag and then drop in front, and then we'll drag and drop at the end. You can wait until you get this downward arrow and then just leave it. So it will get included. So here we have to add a caption like TRODUCTIO introduction, or you can give full caps also, no problem. Or ODUCTIO introduction. Here we can say our conclusion, CON conclusion. All right. So now I want to publish this, right? Let's say that I was talking to someone and showing this page, and then I publish. So when I publish this and share the link, they will see only this sheet. They won't see any other sheet. So that is we have to be mindful before publishing. So what I want to publish my storyboard, not any individual sheets or dashboard. So that and all is hidden. Only storyboard I want to publish. And here also, they should not see the conclusion page first, right? So they want to see the introduction page first. So I select that page. See here, it's truncated here. This is what I'm talking about. Just I noticed it's truncated here. So what we do, we go to the intro page, and then maybe we need to move this a little bit, or we might need to extend this a little bit. And then let's go and see. Yes, so now it's good, right? So before this line is not visible. So like this, we need to play around before publishing, because we have to test overall how it looks. Okay, introduction, overall profit, and then we are talking about Texas by highlighting Texas and its respective story. Then we are talking about good news, California, and its respective picture, how it's performing and selling each and every products. And then finally, conclusion, what we observed. If you are interested, please contact us, like that. So we click introduction, and this is what to be published. So we go here and click publish. It's published. Then let's close. And then what we want next, we want to share. Oh, no. See, I think it's not correct, right? So this page we should not see. Let's see how it looks here. Yeah, here it looks good. We want to click this share button, and then we want to copy. And let's see if I send this to someone, how they might see that. Okay, let's see. Let me close this. Perfect. So this one I want them to view. I don't want them to see my individual sheet analysis, my dashboard. They want just to see the story, what I'm telling. So introduction. So project title, a brief and a sample superset data set presented by 3 people, data source, format, to analyze the overall profitability of, okay. So overall profit loss across US, we are showing that to everyone. All right. So now we are going to talk about Texas. That's right. And then digital sales item, then California. That's right. And then conclusion. So now, why we want to go to this story and all, right? So we can stop here itself, and then we can click and then we can explain, right? If you do like this, that is presentation. You are presenting the project. So nowadays, no one has time to spend 1 hour in a conference hall and having one person to give a demo and everyone watching. Busy people, everyone is busy people. Just what you want to convey, put that in the story and send this. We will look into that. That what now is going on. So that is the reason a storytelling comes a very big role in the BA industry, right? See here, when I sent this, oh, this is what he's trying to talk about. He want me to take a look at Texas. Why? Oh, okay. Oh my God, right? So this is what we are trying to say through our story. All right. You might be wondering why to write all this. I can just click this page, I can filter and show and explain, right? That is presentation. So that is the difference between presentation and data storytelling. All right. So let me go here and pause the recording.